Let's make pesto ice cream. So why are we making this today? Well, I ran a poll on Reddit on the subreddit Stupid Food, and this one won out. So basically, we're going to be making pesto ice cream today. I have had vanilla bean ice cream with a little bit of olive oil and salt on top, and it's very good. So I think that we should be able to create something that's actually kind of palatable. So yeah, let's try to make pesto ice cream. So here's what you're gonna need for your pesto ice cream. Pesto, lemon, 2 cups of whipping cream, golden syrup, vanilla bean paste, and condensed milk.
The first thing you're going to do for this recipe is get out your 2 cups of whole milk, add it to a large bowl, and start mixing. Over time, it'll start to thicken and get fluffier, and it'll turn into the whipped cream you like, but I might have over-whipped it on this one. And then in a separate large bowl, add your condensed milk. And then, feeling cocky, eyeball about 1/4 cup of your golden syrup. The saving grace of this dish, vanilla bean paste. Add 2 tablespoons. Initially, because you'll be adding more. Quite possibly the worst ingredient in this dish, pesto. And here we're going to add 3 tablespoons, which is a bad idea, and we'll find out later. I wanted to add a little bit of salt, so I added about 1 tablespoon. Then when everything's in the bowl, start mixing it up and start turning it into this weird green Shreky color, and then realize that you should definitely add more sweetness. So trickle in a little bit more golden syrup and add about 1 more tablespoon of vanilla bean paste. Trust me, it'll help. I'm zesting a Meyer lemon to add a little bit of freshness to it. And then just mix it all together. Add about half of your whipped cream to the ice cream mixture. And then listen to what I have to say about it.
Oh, this is disgusting. I'm glad I don't have an overhead view of this, because this is nasty. No, just like keep mixing and then just keep mixing. Why is this even happening?
Now that we've questioned existence, add in the rest of your whipped cream and mix it up. Sing.
That's fun. Yeah, this is not looking good. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to dump it in our Pyrex. Now that we have this ice cream ready to put in the freezer, we're going to do exactly that. Put it in the freezer. So we'll check back in at like 2 to 3 hours.
Even if your container has a lid, it's smart to add a little bit of saran wrap. So once the saran wrap's over the lid, you're going to push down, making sure that there's somewhat of an air barrier between the ice cream and the actual air. Then you can put your lid on top of it and store it in the freezer.
Okay, so it's the day after the ice cream. I was going to open it up and try it after 2 hours of freezing, but I got lazy and didn't really feel like putting myself through that. I still don't think it's going to turn out that well, but we're going to try it. In the meantime, what I thought might add a little bit to it would be some toppings. And since the pesto ice cream, I was going to do some brown butter pine nuts. And basically we're just going to throw some butter in a pan, add a little bit of brown sugar, toss these pine nuts in it, and then while they're cooling, what I'm going to do is I'm going to scoop the ice cream, plate it up, and try this pesto ice cream.
Get out your unsalted butter and add about 2 to 3 tablespoons. Grab a couple pinches of brown sugar, let it melt down, and then you can add in your pine nuts. After about 5 minutes, it should thicken up a little bit, and you can set it aside. Now, get your ice cream scooper out, and you're almost ready to taste. We're going to do about 3 scoops of ice cream, and we're going to top it off with our favorite pine nut topping. Now let's take a listen to how it tasted.
Well, it's interesting. The pesto definitely comes through. I feel like it would actually be enjoyable if I only did about 1.5 teaspoons of pesto opposed to 3 teaspoons of pesto, but definitely adding more vanilla bean paste and that golden syrup definitely made it help. The pine nuts add a really nice flavor to it, nice texture as well, so kudos on that idea to me, I guess. Yeah, love yourself, right? Certainly eating this is not loving yourself, but it's not the worst thing I tried before, and yeah, some alterations, it might actually be an interesting little dessert. I don't know. I still don't know. It's pretty gnarly. There's definitely some redeeming qualities in there. Like there's a nice little layer of vanilla, and there's just like a good sweetness in there, but the punch of the pesto right away definitely makes it like a what the heck's going on kind of thing. So yeah, take it with a grain of salt. Try it, don't try it, but pesto ice cream, pretty stupid.